I'm Macy Eglin. Developing now, the search for a shooter in Suffolk. This was the scene last night. Police say a man was shot at the intersection of Harrison Avenue and Broadway in Amityville just before 11 o'clock. We're told he is expected to survive. We'll bring you more information from police when we get it. It's back to court today for the Patchogue woman charged in the killing of an anti-gang activist. Anne-Marie Drago is deciding whether to take a plea deal or go to trial in the 2018 death of Evelyn Rodriguez. Her first conviction was overturned due to prosecutorial misconduct. No charges in the deadly Great South Bay boat crash that killed an Oakdale couple. 53-year-old Louis Duritis was ejected in the crash Sunday night. His wife, Renee, was found in the cabin of their capsized boat. Police say their boat collided with another just north of Ocean Bay Park. Officials say changing bay currents can create dangerous conditions.
If you're not paying attention to the buoys, if you're not paying attention to the channel markers, it gets very dicey over there.
No one on the other boat was hurt. New Long Island Railroad schedules take effect today. They're a response to rider complaints about service after the opening of the Grand Central Madison station. Starting today, there's more express service to Manhattan, direct service to Brooklyn on several branches, and more convenient travel times for many riders. Today is the biggest back-to-school day on the island. The largest group of Long Island districts, 59 of them, return to class today. For more on our back-to-school coverage, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Well, the Burning Man exodus continues today. Tens of thousands of music fans, including some Long Islanders, were trapped in the muddy mess over the weekend. The road leading out of the remote Nevada Desert Festival reopened yesterday. However, many people did stay to watch the festival finale last night. Unexpected rain turned the week-long event into a sloppy mess. At least one death was reported. The Hospital for Special Surgery is expanding on Long Island. The Manhattan-based medical center, which specializes in orthopedic surgery, just opened an outpatient location in Watermill. We're told the decision to open the East End location was based on the number of patients HSS serves on the island already. It is the second location on Long Island and the first in Suffolk County. Spirit Halloween is opening a record number of seasonal stores this year. It includes 13 pop-up shops here on the island. The costume company is attributing the growth to month-long celebrations of the holiday. Well, it may be after Labor Day, but you can still soak up the sun and sand at our beaches. Some local beaches will have lifeguards on duty through September 17th. That includes Jones Beach, Robert Moses, and Hither Hills in Montauk. You can read more about the beach hours on our website, Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. All right, let's talk about your forecast for your Tuesday. Definitely beach weather. We've got a sticky stretch of hot and humid conditions out there. Partly cloudy today, highs around 89 degrees. Tonight, mostly clear, around 73. Tomorrow, though, another hot one, highs around 90, possibly 91. Summer isn't over just yet. We'll take a look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
Long Island weather is brought to you by the Canine Center.
It's recently become a rivalry, pickleball versus tennis. We spoke to people at the U.S. Open about which sport is better. Steve Langford has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
At the U.S. Open, one of the grandest stages in all of tennis. What would happen if we stopped people to ask them about pickleball?
I've heard of pickleball. I've not played pickleball, but do I need to be playing pickleball?
Well, according to pickleball enthusiasts, you just have to take up this game that suddenly seems to be all the rage.
I've taken one lesson and I might start up again in the fall.
Pickleball is not just sweeping America, it's going global.
Le pickleball? Oui, pas du tout.
This young man from Paris has never heard of pickleball, but his mother, she's hip to it.
On commence à le jouer en France, on commence, mais on voudrait le développer.
Nadine Mariot just happens to be the president of a local tennis committee in the Paris region.
Non, je n'ai pas encore joué, mais c'est vrai qu'on veut le développer en France. Absolument.
But this tennis fan from Argentina says pickleball is not yet much of a thing there.
I prefer to play tennis because, I don't know, it's the kind of points, it's more aggressive, I think.
Tennis purists may think the upstart game with a plastic ball is a bit of a racket, but there's clearly something about the new smash hit with the whimsical name. Steve Langford for Newsday TV.
You can read more about pickleball on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. There are pockets of historic homes hidden in Nassau County. Rachel Weiss has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
Welcome to Freeport. Developed in 1905, this neighborhood is made up of grand and historic homes all tucked away. But there's one house in particular with the most stories to tell.
This house was built in 1907 by Hugo Stearns, who also lived here for a time. He developed the neighborhood that we're in today, called Stearns Park.
Legend is he won it in a card game.
But it's not true. I don't think so.
I love it.
He bought it.
It's true.
Jean and Carolyn Hecht have been living in this house since 1975. They've adorned it with antiques and art, but it wasn't always the gem that it is today.
Every ceiling needed to be redone. You know, it was just cracks everywhere. The ceiling in the master bathroom was actually hanging, falling.
Everything was in atrocious condition.
But the couple wanted to preserve as much originality as they could. For instance, this bathroom looks the same as it did when they first moved in.
We tried as hard as we could to bring it back to the condition that it was in when Hugo Stearns lived here.
In fact, some of the stained glass had been boarded up. And when we asked the sellers why did they board it up, they said it was too old-fashioned. They wanted to modernize. So they hid this stained glass. Well, of course, one of the first things we did was take those boards down.
But what's really kept the Hecks in this community for 48 years?
The epitome of diversity, both race, religion, economics. It's very nice because you can feel the blend. Everyone, without an exception, smiles and says hello as we walk the streets. It's a caretaking community.
Thank you, dear.
Rachel Weiss for Newsday TV.
A beautiful home with so much character. You can read more about the hidden homes on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
There's nothing like when you finish a story, you have this product that goes out to the world and hopefully brings some truth to, society.
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Macy Eglin. Thanks for joining us this morning. We'll leave you with a look at your hyperlocal 7-day forecast. Have a great day.